In this video we will talk not just about what you need to do, but why we are doing what we are doing, so you will be able to use knowledge from this video to any other playthrough. A small amount of this playthrough, mainly Spanish preparation and estates, are only worth for Castilla, and I will explain later why. I value your time, so I made timestamps for all of the topics, so you can find what interests you fast, why you need to listen to this guide and not other guides. For example, I will take Red Hawk guide, but all other guides didn't do much better than him, so he is the norm. So as you see, we have 4 times as much money, 4 times as much manpower, we have almost 4 times as much PP, power projection, we have more troops, and we have more navies. What else you cannot see, but he has more loans. But what also we have is we already organized the attack against 2 more nations that we will practically win, no problem. And you can do it step by step, basically with very little deviations, because none of it is RNG. If anything, I got worse RNG with admin, much worse RNG with admin, but at least I'm happy about this because I was able to explain you what you need to press in every event that would happen. I will also tell you step by step how to defeat Morocco and how to actually fight the armies that you will be able to use in other games as well, and how to set up Morocco and Tunis for failure after our war. I also think that I set up estates much better than he is, and it will be much easier to revoke estate privilege from nobility. After that war, you will anyway be able to do anything that you desire because your power will be much stronger, and also you will have different RNG than me, and countries will go to war or ally in a different way. So, but I explained everything what you need to check for the next attack, who to attack and why. First of all, if you want to save Scum from the beginning and just give yourself a nice boost, what you're looking for is advisor, meal advisor, national manpower modifier 10%. This is a good advisor for now because of the event that will happen and give you 2 years of manpower. What you can also look is for Aragon to be friendly for you, or Burgundy to be friendly for you. So either way, I think Aragon is way better because you can feed him. We will go into that later. You can also look for siege pips. This is important, very important, to find siege pips that are like 2 or 3, because this will speed up the conquering so much. I don't have it because this is the first time I click it, I didn't restart. You can easily get 2 or 3 siege, and these are the 3 things that you should look for. You will not at the start immediately disinherit the Enrique, because we will lose prestige that way, and then this will lower our morale, improving relations and other stuff. But we will take him and we will put him as a general, and then we will put him as a leader of an army. In the other army we will put the other guy, and then when we are in the fight, he maybe dies, and we will maybe save 50 prestige on that. This is very low possibility. Privileges. This is what we need to do. So we need to keep in mind that we need to keep the influence low while pushing the equilibrium loyalty over 50. So we need to remove this in the future, but this is crown lands at least 50%. For that we need influence low so we can push the crown lands up. So what will you take? Admin power, because we really need the admin power. You will take monopolies, these 3 monopolies, so iron, wool and wine. Why will you take these monopolies? Because if you look at trade goods, where we are expanding, there is just a little bit of iron, a little bit of wool, nothing much, and no wine. So we will anyway not expand into wine, wool and iron. We can up the cash that we have at the start. We don't need to take then loans, burger loans, until we go to war with Morocco and with Granada and with Tunis. Whatever, probably all 3 at the same time usually, but we will see what happens. It's always possible, a lot of stuff. So we will in that way save on 0.5 inflation per taking of loans, and it will not be only one loan if we take it so early, because when we go to fight against Morocco, Granada and the others, we will immediately 1 year after or 2 years after need to take another loan or another 5 loans, which boost the inflation up to 1%. This will make all of our armies, all of our court people, everybody will cost more in that case. So we don't want to do that. We also want to keep for the first 1 year crown land more than 20%. So the autonomy goes down by a lot, by 0.075. It doesn't look like a lot, but that's a lot. Then after that, we need to take religious diplomats, because this is just so ridiculously powerful that we don't care about an influence. We will take development of the temples. Why are we taking the combination of development of temples and city expansion privileges? We are taking it because of does not lose crown land share from developing provinces. With this, we are aiming to develop our provinces in the future and remove some of the nobility crown land and directly aim towards taking the crown land. With taking the crown land, we will also lower the influence. We will also in the future remove these increased levies. If you don't know why am I saying influence equals crown lands, or the lower the influence of the states I get more crown lands, that's because if I attack and take land from anybody, the crown lands in a country will adjust by the amount of development that you took, and it will adjust towards the equilibrium of how much they have influence versus how much they have crown lands. So if I lower nobility crown land to, or influence to 30, for example, they will also come towards 16 crown lands. But if I up them towards higher numbers, they will get more crowns. So you need to lower the nobility so you can actually get 50 crown lands with concurrent land, because in the other case you will just lose the crown land and you will need to stop and just seize the land. We will take free enterprise for now, just so we can up it to 48, and later we will take, when we disinherit the heir, patronage of the arts, which will give us another 5 equilibrium. And later, when we up the mercantilism, because mercantilism also give us loyalty with the burghers, we can remove free enterprise if we want to, of course. Of course, we will not give monopoly of the textiles. Don't give it for the burghers. Why? Because look, we have here silk, which counts as textiles. We have a shit ton of provinces that will give us a lot of cash, and we want these provinces directly, some of them, of course. For the nobility, we will put iron, we will put increased levies. This will be very strong, especially because we are getting 2-3 years when the event fires, when the event stops. This is why. Don't press the fucking summon dial, don't press it, because you are raising influence. Yes, you are getting 5 loyalty, but you don't need 5 loyalty. You will just raise the influence. This influence is 20 years, so if you press this button every time, you will get 20 influence more, which is bad, because I explained why is it bad. So don't press this button unless you really need to have it, or you are aiming to get one of the missions that, for example, if you have 10% inflation, you can get, this is just an example, you can get a mission to help you lower that 10% inflation. You have other things that you can do, but you go check that and you do it. Don't just press this button. This is a very bad button to press every time. Don't spam. In the future, we will give strong duchies for nobility. We will also give, if you are annexing, you press the annex in every case, even if you are annexing in Navarra, because it will lower your diplomatic loss, diplomatic reputation loss to 0, which is just take it, just it's too strong to not take it. For that reason, not for 5%, but for that reasons. Also, in the future, so we will take burghers' rights after the disaster passes and after we disinherit the ruler, because we are getting then not 15 but 25 prestige, and we'll maybe take the loans, not maybe, we'll 100% take the loans in the future. And we will also take in the future, when we get one colonist, we can take another one that will give us boost to the colonies and some events that I will speak about in the future. In the future, you will also have more rights to mingle with estates, but for now, don't do it. Also, we will put land of commerce with +1 dip and patronage, primacy of nobility with +1 mil. In the future, I will tell you when to press it. Don't press it immediately. Press it after we finish the disaster. So for alliances, in every case you can ally the papal states. I had many different test runs, and in every case I could ally Pope. So ally Pope for two reasons. First reason is because you will get more papal influence with the modifier, the papal opinion towards you, and it's much easier to keep your opinion on 200 if you are allied to them. Second, if you call them into fight against Tunis or sometimes against Morocco, they will call on crusade. You will get a lot of modifiers for crusade, you will get morale, you will get a lot of good modifiers for crusades. So we need to call them in that case, just to boost and just to kill these nations as quick as possible and make them not a threat at all, like 0% of threat. Next, if Aragon is a very good country for you to ally, because first of all, it has a good army, a good navy, almost as much as you. If you give him land, you will 100% inherit him, and you will inherit all of the land that you give him. You will get also trust this way, trust by favors, and or give you cash or manpower. So it's very good to give him more land. We are anyway late in admin because we need to stop few times, and he will core these provinces for us, and we will get it literally for free. We will not even pay aggressive expansions in most of the cases. Maybe we pay a little bit if the Iberian wedding doesn't trigger. He will go also to every war down here and towards the France, because he desires the land. Okay, now he doesn't desire the French land, but usually he desires the French land. So you can call him into fights from the first day you ally. That's very strong. And just promise him land. Yeah. Just keep in mind that to form Spain diplomatically, Aragon cannot exceed 40 cities. It has 25 cities, so you can give him 15 cities. Keep it under 40. Try to keep it under 40 so you can form Spain diplomatically. Next, Portugal. He will want to ally you in 99% of the cases. He was friendly towards me and he wants to ally me. With the case with the Portugal and Aragon, don't royal marriage them. Aragon especially don't royal marriage, because they will flip towards aggressive. Okay, you can royal marriage Aragon if you have trust over 90, because then they will not flip to hostile towards you. He will not want to attack you. But if you royal marriage him, he will want to take your throne, because we will disinherit our heir, or in any case we will not have our heir in future. Don't royal marriage Portugal for a reason that we will attack him in the future. So just for a reason for you to have a right to attack him in any time, it's better to not royal marriage them. But if you really want to, you can royal marriage them. But the thing is, you will be able to keep the loyalty up very easy on 200 without you royal marrying them. Portugal is also very good because he desires all of this land. So you can call him towards Granada fights or towards Morocco fights. It's very nice. And he also has a very good navy and a nice amount of soldiers. And also, as well as Aragon, all the land that you give him, he will be your PU at the end. So you inherited this land. Just with Portugal, you will probably have aggressive expansion cost for him because you will conquer him. Next, Burgundy. In my case, it's -65. Burgundy has also trust forty with you, so you can ally them for a reason, of course, of Burgundian inheritance. It's very good to have it, but it's not necessary at all. He's also a strong ally to fight against France, because we want to keep the France not strong at all. And one thing, if you want to ally Burgundy, you need to royal marriage them first, because of reasons. Next, in the diplomatic queue, we need to deal with Navarre. What I mean by this? If you don't deal with Navarre, Navarre will go into PU against with Aragon. Aragon will take the PU, and then you will take Aragon, and you will have one slot Navarre for a lot of years. That will be a one province Myron that you cannot annex, you know. So we have three ways of dealing with Navarre. First way is to simply conquer Navarre, state it up. Second way is to diplo annex Navarre, which is very easy. You just offer alliance, proclaim guarantee, give access, blah blah blah, and you ally. On 190, you just offer vassalization, and you after 10 years you can diplo vassalize them with almost no cost. There is another way that almost nobody speaks about, and that is just letting them go to PU and feeding Navarre all of Bordeaux trade node, and you will get Navarre for absolutely free. If you feed the Bordeaux node, we don't need the Bordeaux node. We don't need it, so we just feed the Bordeaux node to Navarre. While they are free nation, while they are allies to us, we just give them. France will probably conquer, but we also want to later I will speak about England. So in any case, we will go to war for these lands. We don't need Bordeaux node at all. We don't want extra expenses in admin, especially at the start, and we don't want so much AE. But if we take Navarre and we feed it all of this slowly but surely in every war with France, we just feed more and more. We just feed it. Even if Navarre goes into PU with Aragon, we just simply keep on feeding it. And then when we get it for free, because we get PU, we can take all of this land for free on admin, on everything. So keep that in mind. This is just a little bit more complicated, but it is so worth if you plan accordingly and attack France, because we'll talk about rivals soon. We need to rival France. We don't need to, but we will. So let's talk about rivals. Two best rivals to have is Morocco and Tunis. Tunis is sometimes here, sometimes no. Morocco is mostly here, because you will attack them, you will get the land, you will humiliate them, you will win the wars, win the fights, and you will get the PP up very fast in this way. Also, if you kill him, he will not be your rival anymore. You can change the rival to something that is more appropriate, and you will get a lot of PP. Next, Portugal, Aragon are good in a sense if they rival you, or if you break alliance with Portugal in the future to be able to attack them and to be able to PU them. You can put them to rivals, and you can then get a lot of power projection, but PUing your rival. That's a lot of power projection. The same thing with Aragon, you know. So these two are good. If they don't, it's better to ally them, and in the future to rival them. But if they rival you at the start, which is possible, you just rival them back. The third option is if the Burgundy rivals you, you can rival the Burgundy back. But even if they rival you, there is high possibility. I don't know why it happens with Burgundy a lot, but it happens towards Castile. At least in my test runs, this is just something that I noticed. Maybe it's not true, but it's anecdotal evidence, let's say. Many times they go friendly, from rival to friendly, and you can ally them in the future. So even if they are rival and you want to go to Burgundian inheritance way, you can maybe go. They are good because you are almost 100% sure that you will eclipse them and you will get the free PP from them. Next option is France. In any case, we take friends, and when we take friends, we need to know that the friends will stay rival for us for a long time, because we will not simply, we can kill friends very easily, but it costs us a lot of manpower, a lot of time, a lot of cash that we will not take from them, but we will just or diplo power for releasing nations, or anything. It will cost us a lot to keep it down, the friends power. So we will do it when we feel like it, when you feel like. Friends is a very good rival, because you anyway want to keep friends down. You want to keep friends down in almost any case, because it's the only bordering strong nation that can hurt you, and you can get a lot of cash and a lot of good land from them. Also, you can push to English Channel later. Another rival that you can take is England, for similar reasons. England is just the last case in these good cases. It's also a good case, but last good case is England, because you don't need to fight England in any case. They have a strong navy that they can conquer you for a long time in the game. So just, this is the last case. You can also just befriend Scotland and then just put armies here and just push towards England and conquer it that way, because you will have a stronger army. Most of the time in the start they have a stronger army, but in the future you will have a stronger army, especially when they lose. If they lose, and they will in 99% of the cases, the lands over here. So, and also if they rival you, you can rival them back. But first rival the smaller nations down here. If Clemens is possible to get, very rarely is possible to get to rival them. If they attack Tunis or Morocco and they conquer some land, it's possible for you to rival them, but it's many cases not. So try to rival smaller countries to get fast PP, and then you can hold it easily in the future. So we will now talk ideas. We will take diplomatic idea. We will not first idea. We will not take exploration. Why? Exploration is, in my opinion, bad idea, especially now when we can get explorers and conquistadors through other means. We don't need the exploration idea. Also, we will PU Portugal. It's hard-coded, I think, unless they change it to go always towards the exploration and expansion ideas. So, and you will PU them, so we will anyway get the colonial nations. You can also attack the colonial nations, so you really don't need to take this first. I don't think I need to explain why is it so good, the diplomatic ideas, but I will. You will get 2 diplomats, which will help you with all of the diplomacy. It would be made very easy if you want, much easier if you want to go towards the Holy Roman Empire route and go into the Holy Roman Empire. You can go there. Advisor cost minus 25%, very nice. Diplomatic relations. We will anyway need as much as possible, because we will PU a lot of nations and or vassalize them. We will also have the diplomatic reputation +2, which is so good. It will speed up our diplomatic annexations by a lot. Province war score is just nice, just a benefit. We also get diplomatic technology cost -10. This synchronized well with diplomatic advisor, so we have more easier diplo points, while we need to dev the gold here and the gold here. We will also want to dev some other provinces. Also, with deving, it synchronizes well with the fact that we need to remove the crownlands from nobility, and you can time all of it. And one of the biggest things that it gives as well is lower impact on stability from diplomatic actions, which will practically give you -2 stability hit from all the actions. So the actions like truce breaking, where you get hit by -5, you will get hit by -3. No CB wars, -3 stability, you will get -1 stability hit. Marches, removing marches will be 0 stability hit. Royal marriage, removing 0 stability hit, or attacking somebody with your royal marriage is also 0 stability hit, so you can practically attack Portugal even if you have royal marriage with them. Still, I wouldn't do a royal marriage immediately, because what if we inherit Aragon and start immediately, and then we can conquer Portugal immediately? Why would we wait until we finish diplomatic ideas for us to attack Portugal if things happen? So just keep that in mind. We can also in the future, for example, create Morocco as a vassal, give it as a march, and then in the future, when we finish diplomatic ideas and when we have actually extra diplo power, we can vassalize Morocco with no problems. Second idea that you want to take is expansion idea. This is a very good idea. Even if you don't plan to go colonial hard, it's a good idea because of minimum autonomy in territories. This is very good. This is if you have a territory with 90 minimum autonomy, picking this, it will give you minimum autonomy of 8. So you will get double the power from all of the areas that have 90 autonomy in territories. This is very, very strong. But also you're getting a colonialist, two colonialists, you're getting a merchant, you're getting a diplomat. You will also get settlement increase, global tariffs, which will boost even more with some other, and with travel times. It's very nice when you have a big empire, and you will have a big empire all over the globe. You will get global trade power, which is nice because trade will be most of our cash from the mid game, and also together they have a nice boost, which is global trade power 10% more, and diplomatic reputation +1. So these are the two ideas you will take. Third idea, you can go pretty much whatever you want. You're set up with these two ideas. You'll anyway be as powerful as any nation. By the time you go pick the third idea, you will be the first, second, or third great power. So it doesn't matter. I want to just say that, for example, in influence idea is a fun idea in opinion, and it's very strong. But it also gives with diplomatic ideas. It gives years of personal union integration -10, which is 20%, let's say, from 50 to 40. And also you get one diplomatic reputation. This is a good idea, especially for Spain, in this case with diplomatic, because we will have a lot of personal unions. Also, like governing costs will go down. We will be able to develop a lot of provinces. We should be by now, if it choose this third idea, we should have saved a lot of diplo points by having this, by going the second into admin. If you go infrastructure ideas, they just don't expand a lot by coring. You just expand by diplo while you're taking these ideas, because it's two in a row, and you need to be careful by juggling the administrative and diplomatic powers. So some strong ideas to also take is espionage with his 20% expansion, with his advisor cost, with his monthly autonomy change, with the expansion idea -0.05, which is okay amount. Or you can also go, for example, religious idea, mainly because you have a Deus Volt and you can attack all the infidels, which is basically everybody where you are going in the new world. You can also go, if you want to go, administration idea is very nice if you want to expand directly. Humanist is very nice if you don't want to fight rebels and stuff, but it's very easy to keep the rebels because you will have a lot of army. But still it's not, because it's a very big territory, so you decide. You can even go trade ideas, which I don't recommend personally, because you can have all the merchants you want. Especially if you are a newer player, you can easily go to trade ideas to really boost your money. You can put way more colonizers because you just have more money. You can pay for more. You just send the colonizer and then send it back and then send to another, and you pay more money. But you have, in the future, you will have basically infinite amount of money if you are not just spending it stupidly. You will have forever. So how we will find explorer? Explorers we will find by taking colonist, and when you have one colonist, you can take an idea that is in burgers that will give you some modifiers plus decision to take explorer. An explorer you can take every, I think, 10 or 20 years or something like that. You can take it, and he will be alive probably during the whole time if you're not going to fight with him and stuff. It's you can also reload, but it's not necessary, just you will have it for a long time. And you can explore with this explorer from decisions, and you will anyway don't need to. You can also buy from Portugal maps, or if it's in the future, you will even know some of the lands. You will maybe conquer here and then just expand to these areas. So this is how we will go towards expanding. Now we will talk about Naval Doctrine. So which Naval Doctrine we will take? We will take, for a start, chance capture enemy ships. Don't take it immediately. We will take it before the war, we will take a loan probably. Maybe we will even have the land, depends of the events that we will have. But if maybe we have the money, but maybe we just take the loan before the attack. So at 1448 we will attack Morocco and Grenada and the rest. We will take this chance to shipboarding, chance to capture enemy ships, 33%. This will give us all the free ships, all the free sailors that we need. You see that we have 760 sailors. We only get 53. We want to have the biggest navy. We also want to have marines in the future because it will lower our need for mercenaries and for manpower, because marines are also very strong in my opinion. So for majority of so all the early game and a part of mid game as well, if you want, just keep this up. Anyway, at the start you will not expand a lot that is not diplomatically, you know. You'll expand more by other means. In the future you will save plenty to just take this one. Marines force limit will go up 25%. We will also have treasure fleet income. But this we need only in the future. So this you will take when you get Mexico and when you get the other parts of the area that has gold. Then you will have the trade fleet. And then you will also upgrade this monument, which will give you 20% more. And in the future can also change this reform towards 25% more treasure fleet income. Don't choose this immediately. You cannot even choose it immediately, but choose it when you actually getting the trade fleets, and you will get all the fucking money in the world that you want, all the money. But we wait for now because we need to last these 200 ducats. We need to last with this until the war starts. So now finally we can start playing the game. What we will take here? We'll take rivals, so we'll take of course Morocco. I see that France rivaled us, England rivaled us, and Burgundy rivaled us. So we will take, we'll take France and we'll take Burgundy. To Navarra we will send Royal Marriage. Great. To Papa we will send Alliance. Okay. Then we'll wait one day and then we'll send Alliance to Aragon. We will not Royal Marriage Aragon in Portugal. Remember that, Aragon especially. Okay, now while we wait for the diplomats, we need to be effective with the diplomats at the start. I will also post one video that will be descriptions that is going into diplomat juggling. I will explain it fast here, but you can visualize it now. So the improve relationships, the build spy networks works only at the end of the month. So while it's not the end of the month, you can juggle and send diplomats to do stuff like royal marriage, alliance, blah blah blah. And just at the end of the month you need to have somebody to improve the relations of or build spy networks. So that is in the gist that you will need to use them effectively from the start, because you will be behind in that case. Also change from Safi towards Sevilla. So from Safi to Sevilla you will just get more money like this. It's tested, it's 100%. You will take 5 ships and you will send them to hunt the pirates in Sevilla. You will take these ships and you will send them to protect the trade in Sevilla as well. You will take the ships and you will remove at least 4, but you can remove even more. And then you move these ships down here, and this ship you can sell them to the nations and build with the money that you get, and you will get even more money that they worth. In some cases you will get more money, and then you can buy galleys. Galleys are important because they are so much stronger in inland seas, and let me just say this is all inland seas. So even here and here is inland seas, and so you will be able to conquer all the fucking navies over here, and you will get the biggest navy of cogs and of other things because of your doctrine. So just build galleys. In the future, you can do it now, but you can also do it in the future 1 year before we attack Morocco, Granada. You will just go up because of this mission. That is prepare Reconquista, army towards 100, total navy towards 100. So, and with this mission, you will have permanent claim on Upper Andalusia and on Alfaro. So you're coring, because these are the things that you want to core, because they are inside of the Sevilla node. You will get them 50% cheaper because of the permanent claims, because they too will ally probably. They didn't yet, but they will most probably ally Granada and him, and you will just take all of the Granada and this area, and you will core this area. The other area you don't want to core, at least at the start. So now while you wait, you will just go check how much the ships cost. In economic action, sell the ships. Brittany sometimes buys 2 ships for 30. Don't ever sell 1 ship less than 10, at least to just give you money for the galleys. And you can also sell these nations, these nations, these nations. Some nations will give you 30 ducats for 2. It's just how much they, how much opinion are they of you, and how much they want actually the ships. For the advisors, put if you have, okay, I have stability cost modifier 10%, so this is very nice. It's not like super, it just saves me 10, 20 or a little bit more, depends, but at least 20 admin power, but maybe a little bit. So it's nothing crucial. Also, if you have production efficiency, click this before you have enact monopolies, because you will get 10% for all of the 10 years of the monopolies because of this one. If you have other, choose other, but I have stability, so it's okay. This one, improve relations. Oh, I have a girl here. It's rare that you have this at the start, but improve relationships is nice because you want to improve at the start with everybody that you want to improve with. So it's nice to have it. It's also nice to have diplomatic. If, for example, Burgundy, it needs just a little bit of opinion to allow you, it's good to have also that. But in any case, you just choose what you can. That is number 1. So only 1 because you don't have a lot of money at the start. So I will choose improve relationship. Also, it's very nice to have national manpower modifier because we want to up the manpower as much as possible because of the event which gives you 2 years of manpower. It will happen in a year, approximately 2 years of manpower, so we will boost manpower as much as possible. So just choose this one. If you have morale of armies is good, discipline is good. Morale of armies is better than discipline because discipline, your rebels get the discipline but they don't get your morale of armies. So if you can choose from morale of armies and discipline, you choose morale of armies because you will lose less troops than if you choose this. You will need only 3 horsemen for now. Take this 4 horsemen here. We will delete them because they will not be used by the army. We save 2 ducats, 0.2 a month with this. This is a lot. We will spend all of our manpower because if we don't spend the manpower, we will get events. So we'll just spend all the manpower. We will push towards 30 to 32, depends. You can easily kill all of the armies, but if you want to feel safe, you could just maybe leave 1 horse more or just print out a little bit more manpower when it comes available. Don't take mercenary at the start because we have. So another thing that you need to do is slacken recruitment standards. This will make you so much of manpower, so we'll just click this. And then also what I will do, you can do it too, is local manpower modifier that will give 1 manpower in all of the provinces. This is 5 provinces, 5 base manpower in every state, which is strong, plus a local manpower modifier 5%. This will all pay in front. We will click this one, and then when you can, next month, you will click the same thing over here for this province because it's also a 5 province thing, and then you have 727 each month, which is very, very nice, and it will go up because we are losing actually autonomy by 0.075, which is strong. You will also move the troops down here and you will consolidate. I found that for me best works Avila. I put 21 units or 22 here. I put the rest over here, and then wherever we get, we can solve it both before the one on Toledo's launches. And later, when we finish the disaster, you will mothball the forts and you will get 1 ducat like that. So we right now have 2 ducats are in plus, so that's very nice. And we just need to keep us up above, so we don't spend all of our money before the war with Morocco. And when the Morocco war starts, we can just borrow the money from the burghers. So now what you need to keep in mind is to send 3 embargoes, so economical issue embargoes. This will push up the thing, and you will not be able to put embargoes if you have peace with the nation, so just do it as soon as possible. So with juggling, of course, as I said before. Also you need to sell ships to the the nations. You will need to improve with Navarra. You will need to proclaim guarantee, improve the relationships. You do this next one immediately, improve relationships, and then you hold the improved relationships in Navarra. You proclaim guarantee with another diplomat. You maybe send a gift, or you can wait with a gift. Also, what you can do is in many cases want your access, military access, you just give them. You can also influence them with money. Just do it as soon as possible, but also keep in mind to not go into loans before we go into war here, but we need to go into vassalization before we start war with Morocco and Granada. If you go by vassalization, you don't need to go vassalization. It's an easier route to predict. Also, keep Papal States. You up the relationship with Papal States, and you keep influencing or procuring favors until you have 10. Because you need to have 10 before you go to war with Morocco, Granada, Tunis, for them to be able to put crusade against these nations and for you to get the benefits of the crusade. Also, what I recommend is to build the spy network on Clemens and get some of the provinces so you can attack it if you so wish after the war with the rest. So you have casus belli in the bank. Also, you can get a claim of one of these provinces if it's England or if it's France. One thing you need to be sure to do is to focus on admin, because if you don't focus on admin, you will not be able to go so easily to +1, and you just need to focus admin. The admin is right now the most important at the moment, from the start, from the first month. So we can go and we can Burgundy, issue embargo, we embargo the Burgundy, we get some PP, and then we wait 2 days. Okay, free, we can ally Portugal, nice. We wait 4 days, we can send an embargo on Morocco. 5 more days, 1, 2, 3, look. I got the event. Purge the manpower. In this case, you will just wait until your people build. When they build to the end, then you will press the button. Because if you don't press it like that, you will lose all of the progress and the manpower will be destroyed. But let's return. So you will send build spy networks on Clemens. So now with this first time, you will have 2 diplomats that cannot go to Navarra or to Papal States, so you will just send one to Austria. It's good to be friends with Austria, especially if you want to go that route of playing in Holy Roman Empire, which is possible. You can also improve the relationship with one nation. I will just send it to Marrakesh. Oh, he flipped to friendly. Now we wait for a few days. Okay, so now what we will do is remove from this diplomat, this diplomat, this diplomat. We will also press this button, so we get more manpower here in this 5. So this 5 manpower plus 5 manpower modifier, and we are already selecting recruitment 727, and then we press this one. So now we just need to wait. Okay, royal marriage from Portugal, we not accept. Also, when Aragon sends you, don't accept. But here we cannot send it still to the 12th. We will just wait for another diplomat, but we can sell a ship. We will sell a ship. I was searching, I couldn't find anybody who will give me 30 for 2 ships. So I will just send to Brittany 2 ships for now. Okay, I'll wait for a few more days. Okay, I have one more. I will send to France embargo, Coppola. Maybe we can, yes, we can improve relationship. We need it on 200 as fast as possible, so we can vassalize them as fast as possible. Then we wait for a few more days, and then we can disassemble these ships and try to sell them to these people over here. Okay, I didn't find any who will buy it for 30 over here. So I'm just sending ships towards this area because there is possibility that Ragusa, Croatia, maybe Venice or Ferrara will buy ships for 30. And we have a free person here. I will just sell, for example, Papal States. But I think Papal States will maybe buy it for more in a bit because this is rising the value. Let me just sell 1 ship to the Provence for now. Okay, wait for 1 more day. Okay, now we have... Okay, you know what? It's 29th, so we will send one to improve relationship with Papal. We will leave this one, and then we will just improve a little bit with Aragon because he's stronger. Never hold diplomats not working, just put it to improve relationships in Portugal, Navarra or Aragon. It will return in 2 days and you will not miss anything. So now I will wait for a few days until we are earning the Aragon one. Okay, with an Aragon one, in 4 days we will try to sell the ships for higher price. Okay, Portugal wants to take it for 30. So I will sell 2 ships to Portugal for 30. These ships we get 30. Okay, now we have they are coming up. So soon you will purge your manpower. So just connect them all, make sure that this guy has 20, 21 and this guy has less. Now you can purge we lose 1000 manpower, but it's not as bad. Also this free diplomat will now go towards Clemens. So we lost a little bit because I forgot to put it back, but okay, next month is here. Okay, we will wait until the 15th to offer alliance, then when it comes back I will send it to Clemens. So they allied Tunis and they allied Granada. I know the Tunis looks a little bit weird than Morocco, but it's a mod. It's exactly how this will be in 90% of the cases that I check. It's like this. They ally each other, Tunis, Granada and Morocco, and you can go belligerent them both and just take a shit ton of lands from once with almost no AE in Christian countries, just AE for these countries. So you just conquer all of these countries and you will not having problem with not just you, but Aragon and Portugal can help you. So when you just boost stability. And this will launch in September. Now Navarra is almost at the point where we can just send him 25 ducats, return the diplomat back, economy, send a gift of 25 for 25, and then the next month we can vassalize him and just continue building spy network in Clemens. So this happened frames for free. Okay, now we have 190. We will now return the same back, Popala, and we will just wait until 14th of August, and then we will vassalize him. The 14th we vassalize, great, and then we can annex them in 10 years. And then now the next diplomat we just send to curry favors with the Papal State, so we can have 10, so we can call him into the war. Okay, it's September 1st, it will fire, or at least it has fire for me every time on September the 1st. Here you can get regiments, or this, you always choose salability -1 and 20 regiments wherever they are. You just press it because if you move the armies they can change the position. Of course you can save Scum the game and know exactly where they are and you come there, but it's not necessary. So just pick this. And you pause the games and then you just push towards the bigger army and then the smaller army. So how you attack, I will explain it fast. You just remove everybody. Here you have 3 horsemen, that's 21, send 21,000 with the normal general, and then the next one is 1, you send Enrique, hope that he will die, he will probably not die, but still send him, and then separate this, send 1 immediately, we just pass 1 day, hope, send 1 more, 1 day, send a little bit more, 1 day, send a little bit more, 1 more day, 1 more, and then finally I will send 2, they will lose the most amount for ours, the least. Okay, we have still 26,000. Enrique didn't die, but it is what it is. Leave 1 and leave 0 stack as well, in the case that they accidentally lose. It's low possibility with 1, but it's possibility that they will lose. So just leave it there, so you can capture this in every case. And then what else you can do is put the simple terrain, and you can see now from Leon to this I can attack without crossing the river, so we will push towards Leon. They are moving towards this area, so I will just push towards here, so I don't need to cross the river, I just attack them directly. This person, just don't put him on Toledo, because the next one will spawn on Toledo. And now we do the same thing, we take out a few, and then you just push with these ones, and then just... This works in every case, not just in this case. So I put 1 more time Enrique, maybe he dies, maybe not, probably not. 1 more, 1 more, and 1 more. Okay, this is a very bad event. This can happen sometimes. Just only thing you do, you don't press immediately. You wait until you finish destroying them and finish capturing of Lugo. In fact, I will send 1 over there immediately to be a little bit faster, just in case. Anyway, these ones are dead. Okay, and the whole army I'm sending towards anything, because anyway I will need to cross the river to come to Toledo. And I think we will not fire another event. Yeah, we didn't fire. Okay, so now we have this event that if we pressed here -1 stability, we wouldn't have enough stability to cause this event to happen. So here we will gain for now 18,300, but first of all, if we now give privacy of nobility, it will go up, and then now we will put all of the edicts manpower modifier. So look at this, now we have 21,000 manpower we are getting from one event. This is just ridiculous. We are getting so much manpower that even if we don't want to use mercenaries, we don't need to use mercenaries, but because we will be very aggressive and in a lot of wars for the money, prestige, or for the PP, we will always be in wars almost, so we need manpower and we need mercenaries as well. Also what you can do is check if you have, and look, we have here 2 provinces that have too big of local autonomy. So now you can press this button. Bam, we have 27,000 manpower. We will wait for this. We will take this -1 step, but we want to upgrade the step before, if it's possible. If it's not, we can just take minus step for 2-3 months. You need to go and army maintenance put to the lowest. This will put us in plus. We don't need to reinforce now, just leave it like this and just put somewhere the army where they can all be in the same spot. It's good to also have it here on La Mancha, so when you need to attack Granada, and Granada will be the first thing you attack, they will not know, like you just push down. Also what you need to do is move all the forts. So we'll move all the forts and we will leave slacken recruitment to the end, and so we can hire mercenaries. Also whenever you can, and that will be in a year, cancel this edict. So you put on some piece of paper on the side that when you see for 1447 you will cancel the edicts, and also you will start building the ships. At the end of this year, at the start of the next year, you will start building the ships. You will also disinherit the air. So I will just take this and take the stop hit, and then disinherit the air. And then we can take patronage of the arts, and we get a lot of prestige back. And in this case, we just need to wait for a few months to put the stability back to 0, and if you want to put it to 1, it's good to have it to 1. But if you already got this event that I did and lost all of this admin, so that's 90 more admin, you don't need to do it. And now basically what you do until the war, you just wait. Just 1 year before the war, you up the army maintenance, you send 1 diplomat to spy on Tunis. When you up the spy network, your siege ability is higher, so you will take phase faster. What we will do is take the horseman over here, and we will just connect, and then we will disband 1 horseman, because I don't think we need so much horsemen for the war against Morocco. So now the Tlemcen has spy network 20. We can ask for a province. We will ask for Mers El Kebir province to be easily accessible from this province that we will own after war with Morocco. Also, you can mothball the cogs if you want. Don't forget to stab towards 1. I just now got 90 and I can step up. Aragon is sending us royal marriage. Never accept royal marriage from Aragon. Also don't royal marriage Portugal. Okay, it is August over the 6th. Now, or in the next few months, you need to go and build galleys towards force limit. I miss 9 ships. The least amount of ships you should build is 7, because with your fleet and 7 galleys you can kill anybody here. So 7 galleys is enough, but if you take more, it's more chance that you will capture the ship. I will take 9. Okay, we got a good modifier, but we will not build heavy ships nor light ships, so this don't have any use to us. Okay, we stopped slacking recruitment. Then from Aragon to Morocco spy network. Also, when you get an papal state, just call back the diplomat and send him towards Granada, so we can capture Granada and Morocco as fast as possible. Okay, we got the comet. That's not good at all, but what can you do? It is February 47. Now we need to build 3 company. If you have any good siege pips, take that mercenary with high siege pips, the highest you have. Now take the land of commerce, or you could take this before, but now is also okay. And then take indebted to the burghers. We will choose shipboarding. We will raise this mercenary company with a nice general. With them you will get towards your max, you can pass the mission. Increase army maintenance towards half, prepare yourself for attack, so you can the first day attack all of the Granada. I need to show you what the bird got me. The bird got me leader with 2 siege pips, so we can take phase a little bit faster. Aragon is trying to roll marry, just refuse as always. I will need to up the ability one more time, and I will not be increasing it towards a 1 because I simply had too much bad luck this run with stability, so I'm very behind with admin. I also need to core the Granada provinces and Moroccan provinces, so I don't know, we will see. I will mark these provinces as the provinces that I want from a war, like this. I will also mark the provinces that I want over here, this province, so if I'm in any war by accident, they will give me the province map. It's June, so you can put the unkeep until the end. We are losing a lot of money, but this will not be a problem. You know what I forgot? I forgot to turn off the edicts, so just if you did forget this, we need to turn them off. After we removed all of it, we gain 4 ducats. It was a wrong move not to remove it, but what can you do? Okay, the ships are starting to come out. Connect all of the ships in the same port. Now we have a mission. We will take this mission and we will get permanent claims for all these 4 provinces. Oh, they just made a breach in the walls. Then I will take over the siege in 3 months. This is really lucky for me, I mean. Okay, now the ships. Also bring all of the ships together. We will take Admiral. Oh, this is okay, Admiral. Or this is very good Admiral now when I see it, because we can only have 7 pips and this is 6 pips, so it's good. Now is 1 month before the war with Morocco and the folks over here. You should have on Morocco by now on 20 Spynet fork. You will fabricate a claim or on Tangeris or on Melilla. Tangeris because it's the first fort that you will capture and you will capture it very fast. And Melilla because it's something that you can launch your invasion of Clemens on. But for now, because we don't know if we need this for attack on Clemens, because they are in the war with Clemens and that Clemens is also in war with Tunis, Clemens will most probably lose, and then they will lose this territory over here, and then it doesn't matter for this, so we'll just take Tangerines. You will move your troops towards Cadiz, because as you can see on the simple terrain, we don't have a river and we are much faster from here than from there. Now with the ships that we have, we will leave 3 ships in the sea and push 9 light ships on the coast, and then we'll take 8 galleys and connect them. So what we are doing with our navies is we need to make engagement width 25. That means that every heavy ship has engagement width of 3. That means 5 times 3 is 15. Then we need only 10 more plus 2. Because if any ship dies or something, there will be enough ships to fill the engagement width. We need to capture the ships of Morocco, Tunis and Granada immediately when we go to war. Because we were hunting pirates here before the last month, now it's the first time that they can go and try to raid the coast, so all of their ships will push towards this area every time if you stop hunting for pirates when I did. We will now push to Gulf of Cadiz and we will return the Papal so we can attack on the first day. We can see that they will come to Gulf of Cadiz on 26th and we will go to war on the 1st, so they will not be able to remove themselves from the battle. We will declare war against Morocco. We will call in Granada and Tunis. If this is not possible for you, even better. Tunis, if you cannot call in Tunis, the Papal State will not join in your war. Just keep that in mind. Or maybe will not join in this war because of the modifier distant war. But if it's Tunis is in, they will come and then they will give you the crusade modifiers there. And because you will in like half times be able to take Aragon as an ally, I will not take him in this war just because I can show you that we can go to war without them. In every case you will be able to call Portugal and the Papal States. In any case you can win this battle, and I will show you now that you can win it without Aragon as well. And you co-belligerent these people over here. We launch the war, and then with this, with one troop, we will go here on this and try to capture it, and with these troops we will push towards this bastard over here. We will just wait 1 day so they all come at the same. So every time you go, you need to look when they are coming. So these two are coming at 8, this one is coming at 7th. So we will wait with 1 day with him in the province. With these troops we will push, we will see that they are coming on 8th, they are coming on the 7th. So this one will wait for 1 day. We will also take one unit and go towards here, so we are the first one to capture this province in any case. I will just wait 1 day, hop, 1 day, and then you can send these troops. And then they will all come at the same time. What you need to do in this war, one thing, whoever you are in war with and what you are doing, you need to come first on the provinces. So on these provinces you need to come first, because if you don't, Portugal will not give you the right to take them if you want, and you will get more war score if you take the fort by yourself, or at least that you are first one on the fort. Now, with the free diplomat, you send them in any of these nations, so Aragon, Navarra or Portugal, to curry favors or improve the relations. So you can get them back in 4 days if you need them to peace out any nation. I will curry favors with Aragon. Okay, we got 6 ships, we got 1 of the heavy ships, we got 2 light ships, and we got 2 of the cogs. I don't know which is the 6 ships, but we got the 6th ship. Maybe we lost also 1 ship, that's why it's not showing here. Every time when you finish the battle, take the ships with condition lower than sometimes 80, sometimes 90. Check how the battle is, which day of the month is, because they replenish only on the last day of the month. So you can, for example, now send all of these ships to replenish. Also always keep the engagement with around 25 in this war. Now we will try to hunt down Tunis ships. Okay. We finish both of the battles. We will take this army and we will push on Ceuta, and we will take one of these people and we will push on Tangeris, and we need to just come towards Tangeris or Fez before Portugal does, and he's already rushing. And with these troops also push towards Ceuta. Let's see here, crusade happens to us. We got national tax, morale of armies, national manpower modifier 30%, and yearly prestige 1%. For 1 month the recording stopped and I didn't notice for a month, but now what happened is we win these few battles normally, and then I was distracted and I pushed towards Fez. I accidentally went into battle, so don't go into battle on Fez. They will move their armies, but they did, and thankfully they didn't push with their armies from fog of war, which happens usually. They usually are somewhere close. What you do is to make Portugal, like in this case, it's not sitting on Tangeris and you want them to sit on Tangeris. You just move these armies and then they will come and sit on Tangeris, because Tangeris is in need of armies. We'll also take our general, our leader, because he has 2 ships. So just send the most siege people general towards Fez. Now I will put enough people here for us to be able to capture it alone without their help from Portugal. Okay, we will breach the fort now and then we can go with our troops away. We will try to destroy the ships from Tunis now. Portugal is moving towards Tangeris. That's a good news. You will also take 1 regiment and put it on Tuton. Okay, we captured 1 ship. Okay, let's push all of the armies over here and then we can capture the fort. You take the fort and then every month you shift consolidate. Not every month, but every day. Okay, we captured the Tangerines. So now what you do is you take your troops and you move them from Tangerines. Also, one thing that you can do is transfer the port to Navarra, and then you are not taking this for maintenance. Also give this fort to Navarra. Also what you can do is turn off the forts that you have, because you don't need these forts. You can mothball them. And we are only 2 ducats now in expenses, which is very nice, I think. Why are you moving the troops away from Tangerines? Because then the enemy troops will go and try to sit on Tangerines if they can pass, but I see that Clemens is winning the war somehow. But if they were not, they will come here towards the Tangerines, and you can just crush them on Tangerines. So you will sit on Ceuta, and then the Portugal will move towards Teto. Or you can just sit on Teto. You choose. Okay, Portugal is moving to the Tangerines, so you know what I will do? I will move my troops so he sits on Fez. Okay, he's even going, that's even nicer, from Tangerines to Fez, so he can immediately reinforce on Tangerines if problem happens. Okay, I see now that Papa needs help. I will just attack there, try to capture some more ships. Papa is losing heart. We will take this one, because it's just 1 month, so it's not a problem. So I can see now that on this port over here, Morocco has 11,000 troops, and Morocco has only 11,000 troops. So if I capture Fez before he captures Tala Imsan, I can ask for military access and kill him on the fort, and we'll kill him brutally there, because it's a highlands plus it's 3 level 4. I think this is better, because we have enough loyalty, we don't care about this in the moment. Nice, siege is done. We can actually enter the Fez. It's very lucky, very nice. Okay, we'll put all of our troops and then we will push towards Fez. Oh, we actually captured 2 ships over here, very nice. These ships are repaired, so I'll just take the 2 heavies, put them here, and take the 2 galleys. I'll put them to repair. Okay, now I will give Fez some more troops. I will give them mercenaries. Now that we have so many troops here, we'll just assault the fort. Let us see who is losing troops. It's not even my soldiers that are losing. Okay, now they're losing here. Okay, we gained the fort. Very nice. The siege is ours, and only Portugal lost the troops. When the Fez is captured, first thing you need to do is send 1 regiment to Von Sale. In most of the cases they will have the ships from the Morocco. Ships you can put here, and then what you can do is just separate all of the regiments to 1 regiment a pop, and then just spread it around. With your general and a free company, just push towards Tafilat, because Tafilat has gold, and then we will just have more, I don't know how much, but we will get some, like 0.5 ducats or something. We will also capture... Oh, we are actually going into fight with them, so we'll just push with all troops towards the Marrakesh army. Also, when you can, you just remove from Granada. I forgot, when you capture the fort, you just remove from Granada. You don't need any more spy network there, because they will be gone in the moment. And then you need only 1 diplomat to have in this area for you to be able to do a fast peace. We can actually peace out Granada, so we'll peace it out, we'll take everything and money. 75 ducats, that's nice. Now it's important to concentrate the development, because we need to spend as little of admin as possible, so just concentrate the development. When we press this mission, reclaim Andalusia, just expel all Granadian. We will lose 1 step, but all of the provinces will be cut, and we will not have problems in the future. So just step up on 1 and core of all of the provinces. So we will wait here for this province to become unoccupied. This is just my case. You will have different battles, but we will now attack Morocco on top of the fort. If this doesn't happen, that they are attacking this fort, they will probably go and attack Fez fort or Tangerines. So you will just do this thing on the other forts, which is attack them as usual on the fort that is our fort, which is on a hill, and you will just decimate their troops with minimal losses. Okay, I will also improve with Papal States a little bit more. Okay, they are fighting, and now what I will do, I will move this unit for a bit and I will return it back. So we don't capture Graham, and then this Moroccan fleet, if they survive, they will go to Graham, and then we will capture Graham and then attack them again. Also, one more thing, we will give Fez to Navarra, so we don't lose so much ducats. This fort on Malaga we will live on because we have devastation here, we have devastation here and here, and by us leaving the fort on, we are losing 0.83 more, which is 10 times more, literally. Okay, if I made a mistake and didn't go at least with one troop on Talifi, now Portugal is pushing towards it and I don't know who will come first, so this is my mistake that I shouldn't be making, but it is what it is. Sometimes mistakes happen, and now that we have all of the troops on top, we'll send 22,000 on top of this one, and then we will every day. Let me see if they're coming the same day. No, this troop need to wait for 2 days. We need to start sending one by one troop now because they will come later with the reverse general. We will send more because we are late. Okay, 2 days has passed. We captured some ships. I forgot to wait and wait. Yeah, we captured I think 3 ships. That's very nice. We destroyed all of them. So the next ships we will capture will be ships that are located over here. Then we are moving our naval force in coast of Morocco, and we can move these cogs away. And then now we will just crush totally these troops over here. We'll just remove General, our leader, so he doesn't die. Okay, we are the one who is attacking, and I don't know where the Portugal army is now. Okay, they are helping me with attack. That's very nice. Now we will just put one troop over here so they stay here on this fort, the Portugalese army, and if they leave we will keep the fort up. Okay, they lost so much troops over here. And Moroccan army is gone. Where is the Moroccan army? We always quarantine the influence. Now I can see that we have 40 power projection. Whenever you get 40 power projections and whenever you get prestige to positive, you can send an insult and get 10 power projections like that if you send it towards your rival. With this army we will push towards the Tunis, because Tunis in the moment has only 11,000 troops. Morocco has 0, so we killed the Morocco totally, or I guess Clemens did now, so we can just kill off the troops of Tunis, and then even now Clemens will be able to even take more, maybe land, maybe not, and then we can attack Clemens immediately after this and take the land from Clemens. The Tunisian navy is over here, so maybe I should pull my navy towards his navy. These are all in light ships and cogs, so just with this navy I can defeat this navy, because it's not a good navy, this one. Now I feel more comfortable with spreading around my troops like this by one, because I know that they don't have a lot of armies. They have a little bit of armies, so I'm more comfortable with dividing. When you can just score the area. Okay, maybe I get towards the fight soon. That would be very nice. Okay, I see the Clemens army here. It was 11,000 people, and they will go around here. Can I maybe ask these people for access? I can. If I can access this, I can access all of the territories. And soon I can move these troops. I'm just spreading around and trying to capture the most amount of provinces, and also keep all of the troops mainly here, because there is Clemens, Tunis army somewhere here. I will also push these troops here. Okay, we will crush them over here. Clemens is also attacking them. So at some point we will be able to capture this area, but we need to mainly focus on Tunis right now. After the first, I will call back these ones, and I will call back also from Papal. We will ask for military access through this nation. I just noticed that there is an army here on Tunis. We will just leave part of the armies over here. We will separate them for now, just half, because when we come on this area, we will be able to support the troops over here, so that it will be nice. We now send all of the other troops as well. Okay, Tunis is pushing down, that means that we need to gather in this area, or he's deciding not to go there. We will go and build a spy network on England, so we can get Bordeaux or Le Bordeaux, one of these two provinces, because there is one nation, Gascony, that can come out of this province and it can take a bunch of land. So we will just take, I would like to take Bordeaux, but we can take other as well, it doesn't matter, just so we can form this nation and take a bunch, of course. We will also keep improving the relationship here. One more army is coming, so we will just push towards this area. We will maybe able to catch these troops. We'll try to cap this province and then we will maybe get some ships. Let's see, we can also add a few more cogs, so we have a 25. How much do we have here? 6 times 3, 18. We are missing one ship over here, so we'll send this light ship towards this area, so we have a full combat width, and they don't have a combat width, so we'll destroy them. We just need to cap this area, so I'll just take a leader. Oh, where is the... Oh, we need to cap this, so for me to have the leader. We will set free this nation. This nation has 11,000 manpower in reserve, so they can cause some pain to Tunis. We will also send here one, and we will cap all of these provinces over here. We will just split and take all of the things over here. We have here 2 boats that we will cap. 2 boats that we will cap, so we will just leave. We will actually not leave nothing and push everything on this area. So we maybe cap these 2 boats and then we will send the fleet back. The siege is actually over, so we can transfer our general with 2 siege pips on top of this fort, and we will also put these 3 units to just cap. Haha, nice, we kept the fort. I will also put our admiral over here because he's not in use in this moment. Let's see if we kept something. Oh, they are coming, they are coming. We will leave just 1 unit and then we will push with everything we got on top of this unit. We got 2 ships, so we got 2 cogs only, that's okay. Okay, we will shift consolidate all of the troops. Let's see if we will win this battle. We actually lost a lot of troops, but yeah, we lost a shit ton. But sometimes we don't win the battle. That doesn't mean we will not win the war, you know. We were too anxious to cap it, so let's just try take this one with 3. Yes, we'll just take. We'll take it slower. Okay, now we are moving our army over here to maybe cap a little bit more ships. And actually, we will not cap this. We will cap it in the future because now we'll cap it because anyway the ships will not survive. As always, just take the broken ships and repair them. 10 prestige, beautiful. Now we can insult our rival. We will wait until the end of the month and then we will insult him. We kept 1 ship, nice, 1 light ship, that's very nice. Okay, we will send back this and we will insult, confer insult, and we will get 10 PP. With this 50 PP we will get +1 of each monarch points. I will transfer all of these armies towards here because we are missing some troops to defend this area. This, I hope we will capture these ships again. And we kept this one. Oh, very nice, very nice. We kept actually 1 more ship. 1 light ship, superb. Now we will push towards here, coast of Morocco, to cap these 5 ships, 2 light ships, 3 cogs. So that would be a nice cap. We will cancel the rights over here, so we are not taking 1 diplo hit per month, and then we will just continue with what we were doing. Renaissance happened. It will be a while until we can take it, so it doesn't concern us. Let's see who actually got the Renaissance. Oh, Saluzzo got the Renaissance. That means that I will also give this fort to the Nevara, so they go into that a little bit more. We'll maybe get 1 more ship. No, this ship we didn't get. We got 1 more ship, 1 cog. Let us see how many ships we got until now. We got 16 ships. We'll push with galleys here. Okay, I just realized that I closed my troops from going here. I will need to quick ask for rights again. When can I ask? I can ask immediately. So I will ask in 2 days. I will return the diplomat and I will ask them for the rights. Most of these troops I can push. Okay, we got a new date. I will return from Aragon and I will ask for this, because then if I killed his troop, he's very weak. These people will maybe even take him over, which would be very nice for me to be able to attack this area again and not wait for the peace treaties. Okay, I'm asking for alliance again, and they are immediately returning. I notice now that I have 19 cogs, so we can make some kind of attack from the sea. So let us prepare all of the cogs from this area, I think. And he's returning. I don't know what he's doing. He's just making fun of me by now. Let's just catch him. These troops are for some reason exiled. I don't know what happened that they are exiled, but they are. Maybe they kept this area and we didn't have military rights to pass it, and then we were exiled. Okay, we win the fort. Very nice. Let's push them together, and we will be able to defend whatever we want. Let's gather also these troops here, so we are all in the same place. We have more survivability. Let's see if he will actually take the peace deal, or he will not take the peace deal, because the minimum we will take is the money and the war reparation. But we will be also happy with Morocco to cancel alliance. We get some prestige and we get them to stop allying Morocco, and then Morocco is weaker and these people can rebel much better against Morocco. But we also kind of want to kill the army so Clemens can rule. Maybe we also want to leave Clemens without attacking, so maybe he can maybe take some land or something. We will see. Isabella is here, and this is actually really happy that she's here. I cannot believe that she's here. Usually I didn't get her at all until far in the game, but she's here now with 5 years old. In most of the cases, take her. And then also this mission, do not take it until you get Isabella, because here, as you can see, you can get one for each point, and then if it's more than 6, then you get 100 points. And Isabella has 563, that will create 100 diplo points. This will go to 6, this will go to 4. This is very strong with Isabella, and Isabella is young. You will most of the cases get her young, not 5 years young, but like 20, 25, let's say, max. Or you can get her later, but let's say 20, 25. And then you have, for most of her life, you get this one stat of each, which is very, very nice. So just wait with this mission until you get her. Also, with her, you will most probably get the inheritance, and then you don't even need to claim the Aragon, and you will just pass this mission, and then you can just recover the Portugal. Okay, let's try to get this bastard. Okay, he's going here. Push here. We will keep the Tunis, but we need to kill him as well. Let's push these units over here as well. Okay, this Dier is creating troops. That is beautiful. Clemens took over Sus. That's very nice. He can create more troops. Yeah, I'm really considering letting Clemens, in this case, alone, and just maybe attack England, for example, because honestly, I'm stronger at Navy in the moment because I have like 46. I can exactly check what he has, but I don't think he has a full combat only with Gaelis and with this one. So I can beat him, I think, immediately and take all of his ships. So maybe I will do that after. Okay, I'm switching a little bit around for me to be able to capture this while also killing his troops. I need to also capture his boats. So I'm combining all of my troops here, and I will make a blast and kill them. He's even moving from the fort. He even moves from the fort. That's actually very nice. And now what we will do, we will not keep anything but Tunis. So the ships, when they will go back here, and then we keep this area, and then they again go to the battle with us. And they will lose more and more every time. Nice, we actually stuck white with them. So now we are sending this general on top of the fort, and these ones will simply just take some gold from the provinces that we will loot. I formed a new plan, so because we need to go out of the war and be out of any wars to be able to press estates. So we will take the estates, and then when Portugal cancels the military access with Clemens and we attack Clemens, and we can then call in Portugal because we have 10 favors. They will not come only because it will destabilize Portugal because of their military access, right? Fighting in another war that will be removed, and then we have 19 and he has only -10, so that's 9. He will go to war. Then we can leave him fight in a Moroccan war, I mean a Clemens war. Anyway, Clemens is fighting with Tunis and with Morocco, so it will be captured by Portugal. And we can easily go and attack Brittany without them going into war with us. This is also good because we can rearrange the troops, heal the troops, and we will send our ships and see where are their troops and ships as well. So also what we can do is befriend or ally Ulster, and then because he desires the lands, it's red, he will go to war with us if we promise him land. And then we have clear attack of England. And one more thing, they have only one fort in all provinces on the island, and they have 2 forts in the mainland on Labor, Tien, Castilla. So they have 3 forts here and no forts here, so we can kick their asses here and then transport the troops back because they probably have troops on the island. So this is basically very easy to now conquer, war score to max in a very short time. So we will, because of that, take peace deal immediately. This will be the peace deal. We will ask for all of the gold, we will ask for war reparations, and we will cancel the Morocco treaty alliance, so Morocco is alone. In your case, if you have more admin, for example, then I'm super late. And also if Clemens doesn't take this province, you can take this province, and then you have one vassal over here, and you can go into war of reconquest into Clemens. And then also if you had Aragon go with you into war, you would be able to give him some provinces. For example, you could give him these 2 provinces, or even this province over here. If you would give all these 3 provinces to Aragon, Tunis wouldn't have any forts in this area, and it will be very easier for other people to attack him. You also need to know if everybody attacks, for example, Tunis, or we will later talk about Morocco, but Tunis for now, and everybody kill Tunis, and you have just 1 province here, you will be able to raise Tunis and get all of these provinces that are highlighted with Reconquista awards. This is also what you want to do with Morocco. So you want to put him down as much as possible, take as much land as possible, so it's better for you to take, for example, here, or provinces that here to take anything with admin, I mean. And then in next war you take just 1 province and cancel cores on these 4 provinces. In the future, when Morocco dies, you just raise him with 1 of the provinces. He will have cores on all of the areas down, so you will be able to reconquista everything in a very fast manner. But of course, you can also do it with Clemens, so you can also just attack Clemens, kill him as much as possible, and take only 1 province. They will core, and so you can do it basically with all of these three nations. It's just what you decide in a moment. You also need to know something about the gold. I'm taking the most I can, but I'm taking 160 gold of 280 ducats. If you, for example, have Portugal and Aragon and Papa in the war, you will maybe take 100 ducats. It depends. Just look at this number, and maybe sometimes it's more valuable to not take ducats, but to take war reparation, because war reparation you are taking alone. You are not giving war reparation to anybody. Don't also release the nations because it costs Diplo and a lot of it, so it's not worth it in the case that we are in right now, because we are late in Diplo. We don't gain anything by paying a lot of Diplo to do job that these nations can do for us, because it's really nice setup. The map, you have 3 against 1 and 3 against 1. and then one in the middle. You can make them fight for you and manipulate them. If, for example, Tunis didn't go to war with Morocco because they were not allied, then your war would finish like a year and maybe more than a year before this time. So you will be by now be able to already attack Clemens or attack Tunis and separate attack them, which would be also very nice. But mainly focus down here, and then if opportunity opens, like right now for me on England, where they have only one port where I can ally Ulster, where I can conquer them very fast, and I also can negate one of their allies because I will go to war with Clemens. I can take this that I desire, then the French will attack them and I will be able to attack France. And what I need to do with that, I just need to attack another person with Aragon and I can attack France because they are also allied, Aragon and France. Also what can happen in your games is that France went into war with England. In that case, you can let France to conquer England fast by putting military access through, and then they would kill Portugal. But if you want to make the war for them last longer, you can just not give military access to anybody, because only one person in the war needs to have military access. Even if Portugal has military access, everybody has military access. So just don't give military access to anybody, and they will be very slow to attack them. Then you can also wait for England to push with their troops and sit on Portugal, and then when Portugal and England have combined probably around 40,000 troops, 30 to 40,000 troops in Portugal, you just give Portugal or whomever military access, literally whomever in the world, military access, and they will all be able to pass, and then they will start fighting. This is how you can also spend a lot of their military power, because you can make a thing that they make war, and then you just cancel the military rights. What is basically now happening is that we have 37,000 manpower. That's a lot. Plus we have 41,000 troops on the field, and also the biggest navy in the game. We are ready basically to attack anybody that we want. Now in this war against England, what we would take is one of these 6 provinces, because we can raise a vassal here that has Reconquista on these provinces. We will also take one of these provinces, so we can raise Wales. We will also take Bordeaux, or maybe we would take also this one, depends, because the war score cost is big with this province, so maybe it's better to take this province. And then when you raise Gascony, also what we can take is one of these, because in the future we have then Reconquista war on these 3 provinces, depends which we take, and 2 of them are good trade value. And then in the second war we can demolish England. Okay, we will accept this. Truce will last exactly 10 years, and 10 years is what war reparations will last 10 years, so that's superb. We will return diplomat from Morocco. We will take full gold. War reparation, humiliate, because this will be the easiest enemy to humiliate. Plus, we will be attacking in the future a lot England and France. So it's not a problem that we will not be able to attack Morocco in a near future, because we will be distracted and spending our troops on the other side. Also, I think after this peace that Morocco will fall in power, because we are taking a lot of gold. War reparations, he is losing 2 forts. Without them, he's so easy to conquer. And we are giving actually 1 fort to Portugal, because this is the fort that we anyway want, and Portugal will delete a port in Ceuta, and he will keep this fort in Fez. When we get Portugal, when we want the fort here, because it's the best fort. Also, I think that he will die. A big part of it is that he has only 2k reserves. He has total soldiers and ships of 0. His subjects have 10,000, 13,000, and 10,000. So they troops, they have so much more. Also, one of them gain an admin tech. Okay, we took the peace deal and now we can